Hello everyone, welcome to the GATE Engineering online learning classes. In this video, we are going to do a quick revision on complex Fourier series. So let's begin with the complex Fourier series. We can represent any periodic signal. We can represent any periodic signal in the form of trigonometric Fourier series that we have already seen in one video lecture. And we can represent the trigonometric Fourier series in the form of complex exponential. So we know this is the trigonometric Fourier series that can be represented as ft is equal to a0 divided by 2 plus summation of n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n omega naught t plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity b n sin n omega naught t. This is the trigonometric Fourier series that we have, and we can represent this trigonometric Fourier series in terms of the complex Fourier series also. So what will we do here? We'll represent cos and sine in terms of the exponential terms by using Euler's identity. We'll represent cos and sine in terms of the exponential terms using Euler's identity. So we can write cos n omega naught t is equal to e to power j n omega naught t plus e to power minus j n omega naught t divided by 2. Similarly, we can write sine in terms of the exponential. If we substitute these two terms, cos and sine in exponential in the equation A, we will get a new expression that is the complex Fourier series expression in terms of the complex exponential terms. So we will get half a0 plus summation of n equal to 1 to infinity a, and this, the cos term is represented by this identity and sine term is represented by this term. Now from here we are getting e to power j n omega naught t. So we can write an minus jvn divided by 2 e to power j n omega naught t plus an plus jvn divided by 2 e to power minus j n omega naught t. Now what we will do here, we will consider an minus jvn divided by 2 as a new term, that is the cn. We can write it here, and this an plus jvn divided by 2 is nothing but the complex conjugate of cn, that can be written in minus c minus n. We can write it as c minus n, that is the complex conjugate of cn. Complex conjugate of cn. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll consider a0 divided by 2 as a c0. So our new expression will be c0 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity cn e to power j n omega naught t plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity c minus n e to power minus j n omega naught t, where cn is nothing but half an minus jbn, and c minus n is the complex conjugate of cn, that is the an plus jbn divided by 2, and c0 is a0 divided by 2. So now we have these terms, and we can write it as like this: summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity cn e to power j n omega naught t, and this is nothing but our complex exponential Fourier series. This is nothing but the complex exponential Fourier series that we got from the trigonometric Fourier series by representing cos and sine in terms of exponential. This is a complex exponential Fourier series that is represented by cn e to power j n omega naught t. And we know cn is nothing but half an minus jbn, and c0 is a0 divided by 2. So we can also compute an and bn a0 from given cn. If we have given some complex Fourier series, we can also find out a trigonometric Fourier series with the help of this relation. An is nothing but twice of real of cn, and bn is nothing but minus j minus 2 imaginary of cn. bn is the minus twice imaginary of cn, and a0 is will be twice c0. So these are the terms that we can get from the complex Fourier series, and we can represent complex exponential Fourier series in terms of the trigonometric Fourier series also. So this is the expression we got for the complex Fourier series. But representing complex Fourier series, we should know how we can find out the cn. How we'll compute the cn from the given function, given signal ft. For that, we'll represent cn is equal to half an minus jvn, and we know an is nothing but the 2 divided by t integration of ft cos n omega naught t, and bn is nothing but 2 divided by t ft sin omega naught t. So this is the an and bn. If we substitute an and bn in this cn, we will get an expression that is 1 divided by t integration from 0 to t ft cos n omega naught t minus j sin n omega naught t, and this term is we can represent in terms of exponential as e to power minus j n omega naught t. So this is our cn that we can compute, that we can calculate from the given signal or function. So this cn is integration of ft e to the power minus j n omega naught t for a period and divide by fundamental period. Now, summarize it. What is the summary of the complex Fourier series? We got this is the function ft that can be represented by the complex Fourier coefficients, and complex Fourier coefficient can be computed by the integration of ft e to the power minus j n omega naught t for a period divided by t. And we can also convert the complex Fourier series to trigonometric Fourier series. This is the whole summary. This is the whole summary that we have seen. So we can find out a n by twice of real of cn, and bn is equal to minus twice of imaginary of cn, and a0 will be twice of c0 that we have already seen. Now, we will solve some problem based on this property, and based on this technique, that is the complex exponential Fourier series. We will find out how we can represent any signal in the complex exponential Fourier series. So here xt is cos omega naught t. This is the cosine signal. We have given 5 examples. We will solve here 1 or 2 examples. Rest you can find out the solution in this video also. So we will discuss xt equal to cos omega naught t. That can be written as half e to the power j omega naught t plus e to the power minus j omega naught t. That is nothing but the Euler's identity. And we know any complex Fourier series xt, let's consider xt, that can be represented by summation of n equal to minus infinity to infinity cn e to the power j n omega naught t. This is the procedure by which we can find out the complex Fourier series. Now, what expression we have from this cos omega naught t? This is nothing but half e to the power j omega naught t plus e to the power minus j omega naught t. So if we substitute n equal to 1 here, so we will get c1 e to the power j omega naught t. If we substitute n equal to minus 1 here, we will get c minus 1 e to the power minus j omega naught t. So only these two terms are present in this expression. One is e to the power j omega naught t, second one is e to the power minus j omega naught t. So if we compare this here, for n equal to 1, we have c1, that is 1 divided by 2. For n equal to minus 1, we have c minus 1, that is 1 divided by 2. c1 equal to c minus 1 is equal to 1 divided by 2. And for other value of the n of k, which is 0 or not equal to 1. Similarly, you can find out the complex Fourier series for sin omega naught t, that is 1 divided by 2j e to the power j omega naught t minus e to the power minus j omega naught t. So here you will have to find out the coefficient of the Fourier series that you can compute. This is the function for n equal to 1. So that is the 1 divided by 2j, and this is the function for n equal to minus 1. So it will become c minus 1, that is the minus 1 divided by 2j. And here we can represent k also for n. Now we'll see another problem, that is the cos 2t plus pi by 4. Here you need to identify the frequency, fundamental frequency. So cos 2t plus pi by 4 is given here. So here we'll compare this with the cos omega t plus theta. So omega is the frequency, that is the 2, and we will expand this in terms of the exponential term. So it can be written as 1 divided by 2 e to the power j 2t plus pi by 4 plus e to the power minus j 2t plus pi by 4. Now if you expand it, you are getting two terms, e to the power minus j omega t and e to the power j omega t. For k is equal to 1, you have some value, and for k equal to minus 1, you have some value. For k equal to 1, you have 1 divided by 2 e to the power j pi by 4, and for k equal to minus 1, we have 1 divided by 2 e to the power minus j pi by 4. Here we are not considering k equal to 2 because we are comparing with e to the power j k omega t, and here omega is 2, so we are comparing with the e to the power j k 2t. So k is equal to 1, then we are writing e to the power j 2t, and k equal to minus 1, we are writing e to the power minus j 2t. So we will get c1 is equal to 1 divided by 2 e to the power j pi by 4, and c minus 1 is equal to 1 divided by 2 e to the power minus j pi by 4. And we can expand it more for the getting the answer. So e to the power j pi by 4 can be expanded like this, cos pi by 4 plus j sin pi by 4. And you know cos pi by 4 is 1 divided by root 2. And you know sin pi by 4 is also 1 divided by root 2. So you can expand in this way, and you are getting c1 and c minus 1 and ck 0 for mod of k not equal to 1. Similarly, you can solve some more problem, which is cos 4t plus sin 6t. You will have to represent in the complex Fourier series, and you will have to find out the Fourier series coefficients. Fourier series coefficients. So we can expand this in the exponential term. First, we'll find out the fundamental period of the signal. So, as we know, sum of two periodic signal is always periodic. So, cos 40 is the periodic, sin 60 is also periodic. We'll check this sum of the signal will be periodic or not. So that you can see another video that we have. You can watch that how we can compute the fundamental period of the signal. So cos 40 and sin 60, if you compute the fundamental period of some of these two terms, we will get pi. Fundamental period of the signal xt is pi, and omega naught t is 2 pi by t naught, which will be 2. Okay, omega naught we can compute by the 2. You can watch the video for the sum of periodic signal. Xt equal to cos 40 plus sin 60. If we can expand it by half e to the power j40 plus e to the power minus j40. Sin 60 can be expanded like 1 divided by 2j e to the power j60 minus e to the power minus j60. So now here, what we will get? Fundamental frequency is pi, and fundamental frequency is 2 and fundamental period is pi. So we'll compare this expression by ck e to the power j2 kt. So here k equal to minus 3, in this term k is equal to minus 2, in this term k is equal to 2, in this term k equal to 3. So we have c minus 3, c minus 2, c2 and c3. C minus 3 is minus 1 divided by 2j, c minus 2 is 1 divided by 2, and c2 is 1 divided by 2, and c3 is 1 divided by 2j that we can get. And for all other value of k, ck is 0. Similarly, you can solve this. Solution is given here. You can go through this video. Now we'll see another problem, that is the related to the Fourier series. The signal waveform we have given. First, we have to compute the complex exponential Fourier series. Then we have to compute trigonometric Fourier series. Trigonometric signal is given. In the signal, we can see xt is defined a when t is greater than 0 and less than equal to t naught divided by 2. And it is equal to 0 when t is greater than t naught divided by 2 and less than equal to t naught. This information we have given. So now what will we do? We can expand this signal in the complex Fourier series, and we know ck is nothing but 1 divided by t naught, integration from 0 to t naught, x of t e to the power minus jk omega naught t dt. So xt is defined as a between 0 to t naught divided by 2, and it is 0 for t naught divided by 2 to t naught. So we'll integrate this function with respect to t with limit 0 to t naught divided by 2, and xt is a here. If you solve this, you will get this expression. You will get this expression here. So you know omega naught is equal to 2 pi divided by t naught. So omega naught t naught will be equal to 2 pi. So here this omega naught t naught can be represented as 2 pi, and this omega naught t naught can be represented as 2 pi. So a divided by jk 2 pi, and this 1, and it will become e to the power minus jk 2 pi divided by 2. So it can be written as e to the power minus jk pi. So from this expression we have, by simplifying this expression, we have a divided by jk 2 pi into 1 minus 1 is to the power k. Now how we'll simplify it? We'll substitute different value of k, and we will see what value we are getting for c1, c2, c3, c4, and for odd value of the k, even value of the k. So if we see, we have a divided by jk 2 pi into 1 minus 1 is to the power k. This is the expression we have. Okay. So for k equal to 0, if you substitute k equal to 0 here, you will get 0. For k equal to 0, it will become 0. And for k equal to even, if k will be even, in such case, it will become 0. So k will be 0 for k is even. If you substitute k equal to odd value, so you will get 1 divided by jk pi for k equal to odd. Because here, if you substitute k odd, it will become 2, and 2 will cancel out, and you will get a divided by jk pi. So here ck is 0 for k equal to 2m for not equal to 0. And ck is a divided by jk pi for k equal to 2m plus 1. For k equal to 0, what we will do, we will take the integral separately. That is 1 divided by t naught, integration of 0 to t naught xt dt. Here for k equal to 0, substitute k equal to 0 here only. So we'll integrate a with respect to t. So that is a divided by 2. So we are getting c0 is a divided by 2, and c2m is 0, and c2m plus 1 is a divided by j2m plus 1 pi. Where m is the all integer number, so c2m will become even, and so c2m plus 1 will become odd. So expression is a divided by 2, which is a c0, plus a divided by j pi, a summation of m equal to minus infinity to infinity 1 divided by 2m plus 1 each for j2m plus 1 omega naught t. Now, how we can represent the trigonometric Fourier series from the complex exponential Fourier series? For that, a0 divided by 2 is equal to c0, that we know from the expression. C0 is a0 divided by 2, so we can get a0 divided by 2 is equal to c0, which is a divided by 2, and we know a is equal to real of cm, so a2m equal to v2m equal to 0, because c2m is also 0. A is nothing but twice real of cm, Vn is equal to twice minus twice imaginary of Cn. So A2m is equal to 0, B2m equal to 0, because C2m is 0. A2m plus 1 will be equal to twice of real of C2m plus 1. And B2m plus 1 will be minus twice of imaginary of C2m plus 1. So here real part is 0, here real part is 0. So A2m plus 1 become 0, and b2m plus 1 will come 2a divided by 2m plus 1 divided by. So you can substitute this value in the expression, that is a0 plus a0 divided by 2 plus summation of n equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega naught t plus summation of n equal to 1 to infinity vn sin n omega naught t. A0 divided by 2 is a divided by 2, that is written here. Sin cos n omega naught t, an is 0, so cos term will not present, only sin term will present, because b for odd value, b for odd harmonics are finite. So we will get 2a divided by pi sin omega naught t plus 1 divided by 3 sin 3 omega naught t, and so on. Thank you for watching this video.